Hello everyone, the Army of Otters here, and welcome back to Unexplored Cyrodiil. Today we're going to be taking a look at Fort Chalman, which is located near the beginning of the game as you exit the sewers in your escape from the prison. It's located near our previous place that we visited, Vilverin, and this is just some kind of old fortress that has obviously fallen into a state of disrepair. So let's jump into it. And here you can see the location on the world map, located near the Imperial City on the Red Ring Road. Pretty easy to access. Now as you approach, you will find probably like some random enemies. For me, I found this wolf and skeleton hanging out. Obviously, they became good friends. This wolf is obviously a pet to this skeleton up here. But anyways, go in there and kill both of them. And at the beginning, you'll find that a large section of the fort is still kind of intact, but it is beginning to kind of crumble or fall apart. We have these parallel staircases that lead to a second floor, and we can find a statue with its head that's been decapitated. Really sad. And there's a chest with some torches and other stuff in it, like a repair hammer, not really other stuff, just a repair hammer. At the top, we can find what may have used to have been some kind of tower, perhaps some large room, and then there's also a common soul gem, an axe, a skeleton, and a chest, which will have random loot inside of it. Now, as we head inside, it is worth mentioning that adventurers of Orsinium, or like orc adventurers, can spawn here. They have a 10% chance. However, I was not so lucky, which is quite unfortunate, but I don't know if you can just keep traveling back and forth, if that'll make them spawn. I tried it a couple of times and I waited a few days, but yeah, no luck. Anyways, as you make your way through, you're going to find randomly leveled enemies, according to your level, obviously. Skeletons, if you're very low level, then you might find zombies. But for me, it was pretty much just skeletons. Eventually, you'll come into this larger room with two paths. However, one path is almost an immediate dead end, as it takes us to an easy locked chest, which upon opening we can get some okay loot. Then we can go down the other path from that room and we just find more tombs, or coffins, not really tombs, this whole place is a tomb, with a chest, and we can take whatever is inside of it. After that, be careful as you cross this bridge, because there is a tripwire, which I set off and got hit by one of those spiked balls. After that, this place is actually pretty empty. There were not too many enemies, and as you come into this final room, you'll find kind of like a leveled kind of boss. For me, it was just a ghost, because I'm very new to the game at this point, and just kill that skeleton, and then kill the ghost. Now, in this last room, there are some chests which we can loot. So there are two chests on either side of the staircase, like so. And then at the end of the room, there's also a couple of chests by this coffin. Don't know who's buried here, if they're important or what, but they seem to have been forgotten about, or at least the Empire doesn't care about them anymore. And then here is the other chest, which was a very easy lock, and then we can take its contents. Overall, this fort was pretty easy as far as like a first place to visit, so it's a good place to get some experience and to level up. However, as I came back, eventually I found a Conjurer. As I said, I was waiting a few days and fast traveling and stuff, trying to get the orc adventurers to spawn. Never had any luck, but this Conjurer did show up. Don't know why he was here, but yeah, I imagined his enemies or random enemies kind of respawn every couple of days. Also, if you do some trick jumping at the top, you can get some very beautiful views of the surrounding area and, of course, the Imperial City. So if you want to do some parkour, you can make your way up here for an immaculate view. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed this episode of Unexplored Cyrodiil. If you have any recommendations or ideas for future locations, future videos, please post them in the comments section below. And, as always, until next time.